Hello everyone, my name is Shalise. I'm going to be doing the entire Star Wars filmography review of all the films from episode 1 to 6. I'm going to put it from order. Episode 1, I'm going to start off what's the worst and what's the best of the Star Wars films. Now, I'm just going to make it clear that I love all the Star Wars films. I love them all. I believe that each film gives a very great persona of the great galaxy or the entire thing that is Star Wars, the entire galaxy, the entire story, the entire everything. Every single film brings a certain uniqueness to every single little thing about the Star Wars franchise. But there are some with really crappy stories, not great acting, and I'm doing my overall review. Now, this is my personal opinion. I know a lot of people ain't gonna agree with me on this, but I want to give you my personal opinion. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And we'll see you if we agree or disagree. If not, if I change your mind or what. This is my worst to best Star Wars movies. Now, the absolute worst Star Wars movies is not surprising. One of the prequels, Star Wars: Attack of the Clones 2. What made this the worst Star Wars film was really the entire prequels. What made it not that great compared to the original was because they focused the story on Anakin Skywalker. And the actor who plays Anakin Skywalker is Hayden Christensen. He is not a great actor. I'm serious. He is really, really bad at acting. He was only in 2 of these Star Wars films, and I didn't like him in Attack of the Clones. He was at his worst. Also, what George Lucas really did bad in this film was that how he put Padme and Anakin Skywalker, a woman who's like 17 years older than him, or 18. And they get together and they have okay chemistry, but the love is just so fake. It feels like a corny soap opera half the time. They're staring into a fireplace, discussing their feelings half the time. Now, what it made great about this, how they talked about in A New Hope about Obi-Wan with the Clone Wars, this was the beginning of the Clone Wars. We see where the clones were born from and all this. And from Kamino, which is a great place. The special effects are amazing. What's on the bright side of this, that we get to see Obi-Wan and McGregor's character Obi-Wan, he was doing a lot better as playing Obi-Wan. To me, he was near perfect as the original Obi-Wan from A New Hope in this one. He was learning from experiencing. You see that he hates flying. Hayden Christensen's best performances is with actually Ewan McGregor. That's his best chemistry on this entire movies and the franchise and entire other movie, Revenge of the Sith. But in this one, we get to see good lightsaber duels. Yoda versus his Padawan Count Dooku. Yoda fights, and we get to see him, green lightsaber and all, what we expect. Great fight scenes. Also, we get to see like a whole bunch of Jedi against like the droids. You know, the droids ain't that phenomenal opponent, unless you count the Droidicas and the Super Battle Droids. Then I say those are competition. But just seeing the march of all Jedi fight is just something you never thought you would see in a Star Wars franchise, and it was really great. That's a plus right there. Mace Windu, Samuel L. Jackson, I believe. I liked him a lot. I don't think he was needed, but he was good. I forgot the guy's name who plays Count Dooku. Christopher Lee. Christopher Lee, I like him as an actor, and I like his character Count Dooku, but I believe he wasn't needed. What made this movie better if they didn't kill off Darth Maul in part 1 and they would have saved them. And Obi-Wan would have faced Darth Maul in this one, and yeah. All in all, it was still a good Star Wars film, but they focused too much on the love story. They focused a little bit on Anakin's anger, but like I said, Hayden Christensen, they really bring a different performance. And that's what we really brought down in this movie, because it really relied on his performance and not much of Obi-Wan's, which I wish the prequels focused on Obi-Wan's. And since not, I am going to give this 8.2 out of 10. Not great at all. Definitely the worst. This is probably the only one I really didn't like. Other than that, 8.2. Worst. Now, everyone's going to hate me for putting this one on the list for sure. I got the Blu-ray thing, so I can't really show you. It's Star Wars: A New Hope. I'm repeating it to you so you hear it. Star Wars: A New Hope. Even though it was the first one of the entire film, the entire franchise, everyone believes it's the best, like how you said, how they focus on Hayden Christensen in the Attack of the Clones, they focus on Luke Skywalker. And when you really see it again, how Luke defends the Force, you know, he only known about 2 hours ago, or certain parts where he says no, it's not really that great acting. I was interested in the Force a little bit, but it went on and off because of the Mark Hamill's acting as Luke Skywalker. This is a New Hope on Blu-ray disc, and the reason why I did not like this movie so much, because like I said, there was only some on and off moments, but this is still one of the best Star Wars films. There's only, all of them are good except for Attack on the Clones. It really could have brought to a new universe. What they brought in this one was the beginning of, you see Tatooine, Desert Planet, you see Death Star, which is awesome. Han Solo, Harrison Ford as Han Solo is the best thing about the original series. Also with his relationship with Princess Leia, those two have great chemistry, those two actors. Chewbacca's awesome in this. I was really interested in a point where they got on the Death Star, they were rescuing the princess. I like the space battle in this one, kind of. And the lightsaber fight was okay. It's not the best, but it was still good. Out of a 10, I'm giving this entire thing of New Hope 9.2. I believe it was good, not great. Now, the Attack of the Clones was number 6 on my list. New Hope is number 5. And number 2, and number 4 on my list is actually a tie because I couldn't really choose. It's either, it's Revenge of the Sith. Hayden Christensen, again, this is his best work, honestly, as Anakin Skywalker. I really didn't feel the need for him. I really feel like Darth Vader's overrated as a character. Sure, he was good in the originals, but I didn't really feel a connection like him, the ultimate Sith. What he has as a Sith is not what I really believe a Sith should be. Anakin Skywalker in this film, basically, he's a Jedi Knight now. He's a full Jedi Knight, right? Not like in Episode 2 where he was just a Padawan. And then Obi-Wan was just Jedi Knight. This one right now, Obi-Wan's a Jedi Master. Ewan McGregor fully embraces Obi-Wan's character from New Hope and the rest. He's absolutely perfect. I wish they had him. The entire prequels, like I said before, was about Obi-Wan Kenobi. Destiny. Also, with Anakin Skywalker, he kills Count Dooku at the beginning after rescuing the Chancellor, a.k.a. Senator Palpatine, or the Emperor. And I'm really surprised that Anakin didn't put together that freaking Chancellor Palpatine wasn't the Emperor when he told him to kill Count Dooku. Count Dooku dies like a chump. I'm surprised, and they brought in John Grievous for some odd reason. A random character, even though I like his story, it's just not great for this entire film. And Anakin Skywalker, and basically, shortly throughout this film, he's with Padme. She's pregnant. Well, I guess you know who, Leia and Luke. And it really gets closer to the destiny of how it went to New Hope. How it really got to New Hope from the 70s. And the thing is, though, what made this film so great was because that Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen's performance were top-notch. They were great. Chancellor Palpatine is basically the ultimate evil in this film. He basically executes nearly all the Jedis. The Clone Wars was a ruse. He killed Chancellor. The Emperor really controlled the Trade Federation. He's the one that started this entire war to have these Clone Wars while the Jedi were preoccupied with the war and him controlling all the power. He basically commands all the clones all over the world to execute all the Jedis, and it's a phenomenal way. It's a very sad way, and I really miss all the Jedis for that one, how they're executing it. Some of them go down with out of fight, some of them do fight and take a few with them. And how Yoda's always still around trying to give wisdom to Anakin, Obi-Wan and the rest. Mace Windu's don't really trust Anakin, which he shouldn't in this case. And really, Anakin's loyalties are questioned when he trusts more the Chancellor. aka the Emperor, more than the Jedi Council, because the Jedi Council in some cases are hypocrites in this sense, but they're at war. Now, throughout this entire film, what really makes this film, like I said, is Obi-Wan and Anakin's story, right when Anakin says, "Don't make me kill you." And Obi-Wan's like, "Anakin, my lord, is through a republic to democracy," and he's like, "You're not with me, you're my enemy." The fight scenes are awesome, the special effects are even more awesome. We finally get to see the birth of Darth Vader in this one. The real cruelty of Anakin to just save Padme from certain death, and he buys into this hocus pocus the Emperor's talking and brainwashing him. It was nice to see the actor that was Chancellor Palpatine in the original come back, and we see him fight, and it was a pretty good fight with Mace Windu. And the entire film was great. You got to see more Chewbacca. Great fight scenes, awesome. Out of a 10, 9.3. Better than New Hope by a little bit. Really say it was the action and the special effects, and that's the only thing that really beats New Hope in this sense. Because the plot line was very similar in some cases, but they had a stronger chemistry than Luke Skywalker in some cases. And with Obi-Wan Kenobi, that's what I felt. But overall, great film, possibly Hayden Christensen's best performance, and that's the last we're going to see him, thank God. Out of a 10, like I said, 9.3. That's number 4. Now, number 3 on my list will have to be none other than Return of the Jedi. Number 3. The third best Star Wars film. Return of the Jedi, what can I say about it? Luke embraces being a Jedi. He rescues Han Solo from Jabba's Hutt palace. Leia's in that tiny suit that Jabba made her put on, and it's such a great story. Luke finally embraces being the Jedi. You see the green lightsaber for the first time, which was amazing. It really brought more into the Star Wars franchise. Luke ultimately deciding that Leia's he finds out Leia is his sister. Master Yoda dies in this, sadly, which I accept. It's really, that's how I expect Master Yoda to die. And he always will be one with the Force. Bad thing about this new Blu-ray copy, they put Hayden Christensen actually replaced the original character that was the ghost of Darth Vader, and the end of this film with Hayden Christensen. A terrible thing you should never do. I don't know why they do that. I guess they just wanted a younger audience to relate to Anakin, not this old man. But anywho, Return of the Jedi really brought out the destiny of Darth Vader, that he technically was the chosen one. It's iffy with that. I have issues with that a little bit. But he made the ultimate redemption for his son. He saved his son. Luke really embraced it. The fight scene was kind of short, but it was more the most epic fight scene because there was a better meaning to it. It was the ultimate will Luke turn to the dark side, and which he did not like his father. Darth Vader dies, killing the Emperor, and we see Darth Vader unmasked and what has transformed of him, and it was really a phenomenal thing. Han Leia's connection is great again. The chemistry, Chewbacca's there. You get to see the Ewoks. A lot of people complain about them being like Jar Jar Binks, but I liked it. So, like I said, I'm going to say this. Out of a 10, 9.4. I enjoyed this movie tremendously. No, really, there are a couple complaints about some, like, the acting sometimes on and off, but it's a great film. Kind of question that thing with Leia and Luke with the kiss and other films, and find out they're brother and sister. It was a good end. It was a really, really good ending. So, 9.4. 10. Now, everyone's going to be hating me right here, because I know everyone's thinking, when is he going to put Phantom Menace on the list? When is he going to put Phantom Menace? Well, guess what? I really love Phantom Menace. That's right, I said I love the Phantom Menace of Star Wars Episode 1. Now, again, this is number... Wait, sorry. This is number 2 for a reason. You know why? Like I said, what they bring to the Star Wars franchise. And we were out of Star Wars for a long time before this came back. That's why it was really popular in the box office, because everyone wanted to see this new Star Wars. This one, we get to see Obi-Wan's character, Master Qui-Gon Jinn, played by Liam Neeson. And he's totally believable as a Jedi. We get to see the Master and the Padawan actually take form instead of not in the original ones. And we get to see how the Jedi Order works around here. We get to see the council. We get to see Corsica, where they all formed. We see Yoda for the first time with these other Jedi's counseling, like, oh, they choose the Padawans. We get to know the order of how the Jedi operate. We get to know the order of who Obi-Wan's master was, and I totally believe that's Obi-Wan's master. And this movie had great casting with Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon Jinn, and McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. But Keira Knightley, surprisingly, the girl from the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, was actually good as one of the Queen's henchmen / Queen. What made this film downhill for so many people was because of Jar Jar fucking Binks. And Jar Jar fucking Binks is basically the worst character in the Star Wars franchise. He's the most annoying character. He's overrated. I don't know what George Lucas was doing with this. I wish George Lucas with this. And it really could have been they could have took him out and they could have done something more else to this entire film without him. Maybe a different Gunnian that wasn't so fucking annoying. But other than that, it had some great stuff. We see Tatooine that was actually still a slave city. And this was before the Empire. And usually when people think of empires, they think of enslavement. But this was before even with the Republic around. And the Jedi are really like policemen to the entire galaxy. You see Ewan McGregor, a young Obi-Wan, which is interesting. A young Anakin Skywalker. Who he was. And yeah, he was annoying, but he's a kid. All kids are annoying when they're little. Pod racing was awesome. You get to see the Emperor with his first apprentice, which the one they should have kept for Episode 2. Darth Maul. Darth Maul is basically the best. I don't have a picture of him, but this is the best thing you could get right now for Darth Maul is basically one of the best characters of the Star Wars franchise. I wish they showed more about him. He's like the Boba Fett of the prequels, because Boba Fett was, everyone wanted to know more about Boba Fett in the originals, and everyone wanted to know about Darth Maul. This one, Darth Maul basically was being tortured. If you want to know, you have to look it up, but Darth Maul is basically the apprentice of the Emperor at the beginning, and you see the first double-bladed lightsaber. And what I love about this film was a Duel of Fates, the fight scene, the death of Qui-Gon Jinn, great fights. This is the best music around. Can't argue with that. I didn't like the space battles in this one. I thought space battles were overrated in this one. And I like this because, like I said, the casting choices, the fight scenes, special effects, it really brought more history to Star Wars. And I was completely satisfied, nearly completely satisfied with this entire look of the Star Wars. Star Wars, how we see the Star Wars, how it is, the entire franchise, how new galaxy, what it was before. I thought this was a great new chapter in the Star Wars film. A lot of people disagree with me, but this was a great film. People, check it out. Jar Jar Binks is freaking annoying. I know, just really, really past them. Look past them and you'll find yourself enjoying this film. 9.5 for me. Shocker. Now, don't kill me for that one. Now, number 1, everyone knows this is the best Star Wars film. I don't need to say nothing. Empire Strikes Back. The Empire Strikes Back is by far the best Star Wars film of all time. Out of a 10, I'm giving this a 9.9 out of 10. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. The chemistry was amazing. Mark Hamill's Luke Skywalker is at his best as Luke Skywalker. And not his best as a Jedi Knight, but as Luke Skywalker. He fully embraces that character, who he is. He likes to make snarky comments with Han. Which to me, New Hope felt too rushed, but this one was great. The Battle of Hoth was amazing for its time. It was awesome. The fight scene between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker was tremendous. My second favorite fight scene over my first. I don't know. It's tied between Phantom Menace for the fight scene. Because this fight scene, for what it was really great compared to New Hope. They advanced everything upon it. More chemistry between all the actors. C-3PO was a little bit less annoying in this film. Great catch lines by Han Solo. Boba Fett, we could see more of Boba Fett, which is awesome. Then we saw Darth Vader who used the Force for the hands that lift into place. Yoda makes an appearance. Lando Calrissian. Oh my god. How many good things are in this film? I could go on for days about this entire film. This film is amazing. I don't need to tell you how great it is. It's tremendous. It's a 10 out of 10 for me, or like a 9.9 out of 10. There's hardly any I complain about it. Just a little bit C-3PO with that stuff. And I know some people find Star Wars a little bit racist for having Lando Calrissian as the only black guy, and a little bit sexist for Leia being the only female in this entire thing. But it was a great, great film. I love it, like I said. So again, my worst Star Wars film, again, is Attack of the Clones. Attack of the Clones was definitely the worst of the Star Wars franchise. Now, again, I want to say one positive note about Star Wars Attack of the Clones, that they had Jango Fett, Boba Fett's father, and I totally believe a great fight scene between Obi-Wan and Kenobi. That was great. Just let you know that. Then after that, will have to be, sorry, I don't have the other disc. It's gonna be New Hope. Like I said, could have been better. Poorly acted. I'm sorry, it's poorly acted in my opinion. Number 4 is Revenge of the Sith. Could have been better, just by a tiny bit, by more the supporting actors and not so much more special effects. After that is Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi is like number 3. Number 3. Return of the Jedi was awesome. It was amazing. Just, I wish the fight scene was a little bit longer between Luke and Darth Vader. And there was a little bit more, something more to it than the Ewoks, and something more traveling around besides staying in the forest all day. And that stupid, ridiculous plan of the Death Star having the same weakness in New Hope. But it had a greater story then. I had better expectations and better hopes for that, for the New Hope. And number 2 would have to be, sorry everyone, Phantom Menace for me. Too great of a casting choices. Yes, Jar Jar Binks is annoying. Anakin and Padme's relationship is just disturbing, and it's just annoying as hell. Didn't get better than that. And after that, number 1 is definitely Empire Strikes Back. You all know that. It's one of the best. Now, which one is... I'm going to do a video review of which ones are going to be the better one. Which one's better, the originals or the prequels. We all know the answer to that. But I'm going to do a video response to that one. And what could have been better for them and what could have been worse. So you all check me out on that video. If you like this video, please leave a comment. If not, leave a comment if you wish. Tell me what I felt wrong. And if you can't really get past some of the annoying stuff I said about Phantom Menace or how low I put New Hope, just let me know. Alright, thank you very much. You all have a good day. Take good care.